A lot of debate is going on right now regarding African restaurants, African food vendors in diaspora, and most of the audience believe it is ridiculously priced. I saw a very sad comment yesterday that said African or Nigerian food vendors are looking for a get rich quick means through their businesses. I just want us to take a little pause and remember anybody in the African food sector. Think about their lives and see if you would want to be in their place. Since you believe that they are making so much money to not only sustain them but get them rich, just think about them and see if they are living extravagant lifestyles. Now, as someone that has been in this industry for 7 years and running 6 years in a foreign country, these are my hurdles running this business. I am grossly competing against chain businesses. I've seen people comparing Nigerian food or Nigerian restaurants to Chinese restaurants. So many Chinese restaurants have been in existence for over 100 years. And for such businesses to exist, it means that they have several branches. Now, the beauty about buying or stocking bulk is that it gives you a chance to sell at a lower price. You shouldn't be comparing a Chinese restaurant that is first of all being run by families, both nuclear and extended families, which is reducing their labor cost, their operational cost. Then them having several branches gives them the ability to buy and store in bulk. A small African business does not have the capacity to store 100 kg of something, and trust me, every supplier selling to you at a large quantity will give you at a lower cost. So we don't have that storage capacity. We don't have that advantage of running or starting business with our families. Also, are you aware that when it comes to documentation licenses, I've noticed that they are a little stricter, that the policies are stricter to Africans. So our licenses are more. I've been trying to get a license for like Mama Does, and the least I'm seeing it is 32,000 dirhams per year. Most Nigerian food consume time. Cooking a standard pot of jollof rice takes about 2 hours, and people are comparing Chinese rice to jollof rice. It is saddening, and it is also surprising that people are saying this, because I believe that our mindset has attributed everything African to being poor or being of less value. Even in Nigeria, cooking a good standard pot of rice or pot of soup costs a lot of money. So many food creators that are trying to recreate Nigerian food has said that this particular dish costs them more ingredients than they can ever imagine. So please consider that these businesses, first of all, have extra costs. Secondly, it is labor intensive. 3, the ingredients most of the time are not as affordable as you think. And 4, we need to stop associating Africa to cheap, to substandard. All African meals are freshly prepared. If you use frozen items to prepare certain African food, it will be evident in the taste. Now, what we want is that you can hold us accountable. We have our businesses listed on Google, on delivery apps. If we sell something to you that is not as fresh or doesn't have the perceived quality that you expect, it is okay to give us 1 star. It is okay to put out your complaints And every business that wants to retain you will do their best to make sure that the quality is good enough. Please, the same way you expect better for yourself is also the way we want better for ourselves and our staff, and to help us keep enjoying this business. I personally, the only thing keeping me in this business is passion and the 7 years that I have put into the business. For every time we face a hurdle, I go back to my drawing board and think of ways to get better. And I'm sure this happens for every other food vendor in diaspora. Be patient with us, be kind to us. Probably in few years to come, African food stuff will become more accessible, and then this can help us with pricing. Because if I'm buying cheap, if I have the storage to keep bulk quantities, then I will sell cheap to you and we'll all enjoy.